Build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Van's Workshop, text your 5-digit zip code to 82,000. Seating is extremely limited, so text your 5-digit zip code to 82,000. Text in the next 10 minutes, and you'll also reserve a free copy of Van's Money for Deals guide. Just text your zip code to 82,000.
1450 WOL.
You about to stop? Want to stop?
Yep.
Remember people HD2 Waldorf, WKYS HD Washington, WMMJ HD2.
So I'm gonna start the show. I gotta do my little intro first, then I'll turn it over to you. You'll see in a second. I never know until I do.
Views and opinions of News Talk 1450
That's funny.
WOL, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.
Here we go.
Let's figure it out on the Archie Beslow radio show. He cares, he shares, he knows. The journey of our youth is in our control. So tell your family and tell your friends that the word on the street is we all should listen in. So let's figure it out on the Archie Beslow radio show.
Well, happy Sunday evening. Once again, God has truly blessed me to give me the platform to reach out to many, to try to change lives. Also in the process of changing my own life. In order to change other people's life, you have to change your life as well. And I'm honored, and I give all the glory to God for giving me this platform. As always, I like to thank my mom and my dad. I like to thank all my family members, my friends, and people that support me. I don't even know that are supporting me. I just want to give a thanks to all. And I'm also want to send out a whole bunch of blessings to each and every one of you guys. On a serious note, and I wasn't going to speak on it, but it's on my heart to speak on it. There are a lot of things that's going on in D.C., and not just D.C., but all across the country with these senseless shootings and killings of our young people. It has to stop. And I know... Yeah, give me a moment. I was about to get choked up. The show ain't even started. I was about to get choked up because when we talk about our kids, it's not fair for their lives to be ended before their lives even start. And I'm not here to point fingers. I'm not here to second guess anyone. I'm not here to judge anyone. But I do know it needs to stop. And I do know that. You know, we always talk about what happened back in the day. I know I wasn't in a position to be in the streets because my mom and dad had a strong hold on everything I've done or what I was doing as I was growing up as a child. I couldn't just come in the house whenever I wanted to. I couldn't just go in the refrigerator and eat whatever I wanted to eat. I couldn't just go in the store and just pick up whatever I wanted to pick up and have my parents buy it. And what I'm getting at, people, I'm talking about structure. I'm talking about discipline. I'm talking about committing to your child so your child can and know when to be out of harm's way. I get it that, you know, you have to let kids be kids sometimes, but this is not the time to let kids be kids. This is the time for the adults to stand up and realize what's going on in the world. The greater picture in the world is it's not about you being cool and allowing your kids to be free. It's about you protecting what's yours, and what's yours is your child. What's yours is your health. What's yours is your family. The powers that be is not going to protect your child like you can protect your child. If you look around, the world is out of control. It's really out of control at this moment. So you have to take ownership of your own. You have to tell your kids when to be in the house, who to associate with, who to call. You have to be strong enough to take their cell phones away from them. You have to be strong enough to unplug the video games. You have to be strong enough to tell them to read books when they get home from school. You have to be strong enough to demand them to show you their homework. You have to be strong enough to ask them what's on their mind when they're not talking to you. As an adult, we have to be stronger. We have to have a strong front to our kids so our kids can start respecting us. The way that a lot of parents are parenting right now, you're not parenting to gain respect. You're parenting so that you can get space to do what you want to do out here in these streets. So your kids, in a lot of cases, have to figure it out for themselves. It's not right. We have to stop being comfortable with how we're living our lives. We have to stop being comfortable with how we're raising our kids. And we got to stop hoping that someone else step in to help our kids. Do your job. With whatever you have, do your job. I've seen homeless people in the streets taking care of their kids. Homeless. They're figuring it out. And guess what? Their kids respect them. But a lot of us may ride past the homeless people and the kids and laugh and say, I wonder what they did wrong. It doesn't matter what they did wrong. It all that matters is where they are now and where they're trying to get to. But best to believe, the homeless moms and dads that have those kids respect them to the utmost, because you know what? Those homeless families that don't have, they're making sure that their kids have, and they're super overprotective over their kids. It's just like, I'm going to share another story. It's just like little ducklings. If you ever see ducks crossing the highway, we're talking about ducks. I've seen at one point, I seen two adult ducks cross the road, and it was like 10 little ducks behind them. And guess what? When that one little duck stray off, one of the adult ducks, guess what they do? They circle back and make sure that baby duck fall in place. I do not think that we're not going back to make sure that all of our little ducks are falling in place, people. I don't think so. I just think we're waiting for someone else to make sure that our little ducks are falling in place. I'm done. I mean, I got my man Tyler here. Tyler, you got to excuse me because Coach Archie get off tangent sometimes, Tyler. But sometimes you got to keep it real, Tyler. But in the studio today, I'm honored and blessed to have this young man. He's a philanthropist. He's an actor, model, author, entrepreneur, and he's 6. This young man's name is Tyler Stallings. For those that you may not know, Tyler appeared on Steve Harvey's The Little Big Shots. That's cool, but that's just one small step in Tyler's life. What Tyler is doing to help the masses, and I talked about the homeless people because that's what Tyler does. Tyler, you want to tell the, matter of fact, say hello to the listeners, Tyler.
Huh?
Say hello to my listeners.
Hello, everybody.
What you have to tell the people to start out, Tyler? You go ahead. You can take over from here. What you want to tell my fans and listeners?
Well, there's always something good, no matter what.
In what you do, correct, Tyler? You should always help people out, no matter what, right?
Right.
So Tyler, tell me, what do you do for the homeless?
Well, I give them care packages and what's in it, such as like snacks, toiletries, toothpaste, toothbrush, clothing.
Tyler, and we're going to do this throughout the show, Tyler. Tell the people how old you are. How old are you, Tyler?
6.
Repeat it.
6.
Put your fingers up. Let's do the fingers. Do the fingers. Put it up with your fingers. Like that. What we get with 6.
Oh, sorry.
Right. You using the thumb? You using the little thumb or the big thumb? The little thumb?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So, how does it feel, Tyler, to help homeless people?
It feels important because, I like to help veterans too, and it feels important because if everybody else has the same right to have a home and go to home and have some food and put in the microwave or oven and sit there and eat it the whole time and sit in the house and have a good time. The homeless people don't have that. They have to stay outdoors no matter what.
Wow.
Unless they want to go to a shelter and they agree.
Tyler, you gonna make me.
And I like to help veterans for that reason.
Tyler, you about to make me get mad at my listeners again. Because and I'm explaining. I have to explain myself. There are so many kids in this world, Tyler. You are 6 years old. I had a young lady that was 11 years old. God has put so much in you guys to teach some of us adults how to slow down and to realize what's important in life.
Right.
You feel me? And the thing that, what you have on your heart, I wish I can actually can it and sell it across the country, because you are a phenomenal young man and you are doing great things and you are truly inspiring me. Tell me something about this book, Tyler.
Okay, so my Tyler goes around the world.
Me and Tyler fighting over the book. Now go ahead, Tyler. Tell us a little bit about the book.
Okay, so it's about a superhero who goes around the world and flies around and meets different people and learns how to get along with other people that talk other voices and that are different.
So Tyler is 6 years old, and Tyler just said that people should go around and talk to other people and learn from other people and be nice to other people. Am I on point with where you're going with your book?
Right.
And Tyler,
No matter what.
I know that's right, man. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, people, we are so missing the message that our youth have. And I'm gonna flip back and forth because that's what I do. A lot of our youth are getting caught up in things and in situations because we're not taking time out to listen to what they have to say. This young man is a 6-year-old young man. At 6, he understands the importance of helping someone. He's not just helping anyone. He's helping homeless people, and he's helping our veterans. And Tyler, let me tell you something from an adult. Those are the most mistreated people on the planet, Tyler. And for you to step up to the plate, and I talk to Tyler. I've talked to Tyler, Mom, and you may think, yeah, he's sick. His mom. No, this is all Tyler. This is Tyler. He has an enterprise. Tyler is an entrepreneur. He has everything that Tyler does is geared from what Tyler feels and what he thinks about his thoughts. So Tyler, Tyler. You also, I heard you're a history fanatic as well, right? You like history?
Oh yeah, I'm big mad about that.
You want to talk about some of that? Give us a little insight about what you've learned from history, Tyler.
Things like War II, the Korean War, Pearl Harbor, which was a major battle in War II.
World War II, Tyler?
Yeah.
Right. And Korean War. This kid is 6. He don't have no cue cards in front. His mother ain't leaning over in his ear. We ain't prepped before the show. He's 6. Tell us something else, man, about what you've read up on, Tyler. Give me some more history. Give us a history lesson. And also, please call in and shout out to my man Tyler. The number is 800-450-7876. 800-450-7876. You know, like I tell you guys often, man, call in and get these kids some love. You ain't got to ask them no questions. You can just call them and say, thank you, I'm proud of what you're doing. You can talk about your president all day long, negatively, but you got a kid here that's 6 that's doing great works. Call and get this kid a shout out. 800-450-7876. So Tyler, what do you like most about the things that you do? What do you have fun doing the most? And it can be anything. What do you love doing the most?
I like doing that because that's one of my favorite things. Like when play, I always like that to come later because the veterans feel more important to me first.
So Tyler, that's 6, said playing comes later, and he's 6. And he likes to take care of the veterans first because that's more important. Did I quote you right?
Yep. Right.
Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. So Tyler, let's jump to the Steve Harvey show, the Little Big Shot show. Did you have fun doing that show?
Yes, I really liked it.
You did? So what were some of the things that Mr. Steve Harvey tell you that you remembered?
Well, he gave me an award. He also gave me a bag.
He gave you a humanitarian award,
No,
right?
wasn't it 100 bags?
Yes, hero bags.
100 hero bugs, right? Yes, to continue what I do. And I really appreciate that because now I can help veterans more too. And help them out, and I can help more out on the street.
Tony said, let me give you a high five real quick. Somebody told me to give you a high five. Give you a high five. There you go. You deserve it. We're going to take some callers. I think you know this young lady on line number 1. You might know this person. Dana, you on the air?
Huh?
You got a call on line 1. Dana?
Hey.
How
Hey,
you-
Tyler. Hey, Archie.
Hey, you know your cousin Dana?
Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Talking about
Good. I just wanted to say how proud I am of you and all the work that you're doing in the community. And I'm especially thankful for all your service to the veterans. I'm sure that they appreciate all that you do for them. And I want you to keep on what you're doing. You're planting seeds that will come back to you. All the good that you're doing, it'll come back to you 100-fold. So don't give up on your endeavors. Don't let people discourage you, because there'll be some people that will try to discourage you, but don't let them discourage you. Keep a positive attitude like you've been doing.
Right.
And your mom has instilled so much good in you, and I thank you for all that she does for you. I love you both. And Archie, you continue to do well as also. I'm proud of you as well.
Thank you so much, Dana. Thank you. Thank you for calling in.
And I hope that later maybe we can talk together.
Okay, we'll do that soon.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
All right, we have another call on line 2. Caller, is it Ronnie? Hello? This is Archie Beslow Show. Yes.
Peace and love, Archie.
Hey,
What's happening?
what's going on?
Oh, good. First of all, I want to give Tyler a shout out. I'm really proud of the young man. I've never met him, but at 6 years old, he's doing things that I always dreamed about doing.
Right.
And yeah, really. And keep up the good work, Tyler.
Thank
and your
you.
mother and you're welcome. And your mother's doing a great job. Hey, but Archie, if I can get 30 seconds, I want to shout out a kid who went to Dubai.
Please do.
And unfortunately, he lost his life about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Amir Miller
Okay.
lost his life over iPhone, I mean. And Archie, this was a good kid, had his track scholarship, very, very good student. And I want to tell the young kids out here listening, when adults get on you, it's not because we want to give you a hard time. It's because we see something in you sometimes you might not see it yourself.
Amen.
I tell kids all the time that do vow, if I don't see anything in you, I'm still going to care about you.
Right.
But the reason why I give you a hard time is because I know you can go out here and be a productive citizen and make a change in this world. So sometimes when people get on you, don't take it the wrong way. Sometimes it's a positive.
Amen.
And I just want to say that, and keep up the great work, Archie.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. You one of my favorite people, man.
You know what? You're one of the good guys from MPD.
Yes,
and,
sir.
I love you, brother.
Love you too, John.
I'm not ashamed to say that.
Hey, man, I love you as well. Thank you, Ronnie.
Okay, Archie.
Outstanding. Again, the number is 800-450-7876. 800-450-7876. This is the Archie Beslow Show. Let's figure it out. I have my dynamite superstar, awesome young man, brother Tyler Stallings, in the building. So Tyler, there's a couple of things that you do. So tell me about the books, reading books, and you do like 1,000 book giveaway.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about the books that you give away, Tyler.
Okay. So I give kids books, and we set them out, and they can volunteer. So like, say there's a whole bunch of books on this table, and somebody said, oh, I want this book. They can just take it and put it in their bag. Okay. And like, we don't charge them because we know they have to go, like, they can't go to the library either it's easier to walk, or they don't have a car.
Amen.
Or their parents can't take them because they're busy.
Amen.
Or maybe they just have to stay at home.
Okay.
You know.
And so what you do, Tyler, is you make it very accessible for young men and young women to actually go get a book.
Right.
Okay.
And put down the devices, and
put
just
down the
go
devices.
ahead and open the book and start reading.
There you go. And reading is more important than being on your phone and playing games.
Right.
Is that correct?
Like, the only times I like to play games is only on the weekends, and I usually like to only do that on Fridays, and the rest of the days I go to reading books. I like to stick to that on Friday, and even on Friday, I don't like to get on that long. For Friday, I even read books.
Tyler, they got how many mics? They got 3 mics in here. I'm about ready to drop all 3 mics. You ever heard somebody say drop the mic?
No.
But I don't want you to do it. But I'm just saying, I feel like in this joint right now, about just taking all of them off the little hook where they hook to and just dropping them. Because you are like a drop the mic type of kid. You know what I mean? We'll talk about when the show's over. But I want you to always remember you're a drop the mic. Coach Archie said I was a drop the mic type of kid.
What do you mean, bro?
I know. Tyler, what I mean by it. So I'm gonna give you a quick drop the mic lesson. So anytime somebody says something to the masses and they've made their point and they leave the people like, wow. So you a wow kid. You a kid that make just people like, I like all my listeners right now, they probably want me to be quiet so you can keep talking. I'm trying to wow them, but they're like, okay, Archie, we can hear you. they want to listen to Tyler. Basically what I'm saying is, man, you're a phenomenal kid. And like your cousin Dana said, man, you're doing phenomenal things.
Thanks.
So let's talk about the business side of it. So when you get older, what kind of business you want to run?
I want to have a really phenomenal business.
Okay, you got to talk to the mic. Tyler trying to see the camera. You trying to read this stuff? Okay, Tyler trying to read and talking to the mic, but you can do it. So what kind of business you want? You say you want a phenomenal business, but what would that consist of? What would you do?
Right, like stuff like, having a bookstore instead of a phone company, because that just attracts more people to phones unless they're using it for a good reason, like calling people and things like that, like the homeless people. They probably wouldn't do those games. They would go and like call people up and have different services that they can call when they need it.
So Tyler, when I do that, when I breathe, you just breathe like that. I mean, I had a mint, so it didn't. You ain't smell it when I. Tyler, what are you talking about? That was a joke. Whenever I do like a deep breathe type thing, that means I'm just sitting in the studio. I'm just amazed at you, man. And the thing, and also my good friend Wayne DeVoice told me to tell you what's up. That's Mr. Tony Ricardo Johnson. He says, does he have on a bow tie? He do. He has a bow tie on. Tell the people kind of about. See, I'm in the studio with a 6-year-old, so Tyler can do what he want to do right now. Go ahead, Tyler. Yes, sir.
Wave.
No, Tyler, he gone. Tyler.
He's gone.
Tyler done touched the. Tyler, you sit right in your seat. Tyler got out of his seat. But look, young man, you've earned the right to do it. Matter of fact, you can stay on this table and do jumping jacks if you want to. Don't do it. So don't do that. So tell us a little bit about the bow ties, Tyler. You like wearing bow ties? I've seen you in a bow tie a couple of times.
Huh?
Tell us about your bow tie. You like bow ties?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Why you like bow ties?
Because they look good.
They look good? It make you look distinguished?
No.
You haven't got to that word yet in your vocabulary. So distinguished. When somebody say you're distinguished, trust me, from Coach Archie, you should just say thank you. You look distinguished.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I know. We're gonna talk offline. We're gonna talk offline about that. So tell us about the cape you have on.
Well, I don't have the one that says T, and I have a big collection. But this is just one of them, which is just plain red.
Okay.
And
so capes normally mean superheroes, right? I mean, you're a superhero. So you're a superhero because you go and help the homeless and you go help veterans, right?
Right.
Okay. So how do you feel about being a superhero?
I feel good about it. Yeah.
Would you save my life if I was in trouble? Would you save my life if I was in trouble?
Of course.
Of course. Tyler said, of course. Well, I appreciate you, Tyler. Again, the number is 800-450-7876. 800-450-7876. Please call in and give this young man his props, man, and tell him great job and all that. You know, and I know a lot of you guys on Facebook Live, but you can come out of the live, dial the number, and go back into the live, because there are not a lot of our kids that are doing great things, that are getting the accolades that they deserve. So another thing, Tyler, that I've noticed about you, you also give school supplies.
Yes, I do.
What's the importance of you giving school supplies?
Well, I like to give school supplies because I like children to have what they deserve, need, and want for their future.
This little boy, he's 6 years old. He said future. Okay. Tyler, we got some adults don't even know what they want for their future in Utah. Let's go to the... Tyler, we got another caller, Tyler. You got the phones jumping off the hook. Caller, you on the air?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Tyler, that's my mom. Hey, Mom, how you doing, Mom?
Hi.
How you doing? Mom, you got something to say to Mr. Tyler? That's my mom, Tyler.
I do. You, Archie.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Tyler. How you doing? Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Archie.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't you remember, when he was there at the show,
Yes, ma'am.
and he said, and he knew about the presidents, all the presidents.
Yeah.
You remember?
I do now, Mom. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I want him to cite those for me, because some people they never even know a 6-year-old would know something like that. You remember when I told you?
I do, Mom. Tyler, you want to tell the people about how many presidents you know? You feel like doing it?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Go ahead, Tyler.
It's up to
Go ahead, Reggie. Go ahead.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Ben Burman, Harrison, Tyler, Tolkien, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant and Hayes, Garfield, Harper, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Kraft, Wilson, and Colin Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush and Clinton, Bush and Obama, Trump.
Whoa. Hey, Mom. I'm sorry, we ain't gonna have no mics in here. The Radio 1, WL 1450, 95.9 FM, WODCnews.com, they're not going to have mics. So, Mom, I'm going to need you to stand by. We have to pay some bills. I'm in here with this dynamite, phenomenal young man that's 6 years old. And if we ever have a competition, they say, am I smarter than a 6-year-old? I hope I'm not competing against you, because I will lose. Once again, thank you for listening to the Archie Beslow Show. Let's figure it out on 95.9 FM, 1450 AM, WODCnews.com, where information is power. We'll be right back. Thank you.
What are we going to do next?
I don't know, Tyler. I don't know what we're going to do next. I mean, this junk tripping, man. You are phenomenal.
That's that homeschool curriculum.
Right.
They had to do that last year.
Hey, Mommy.
So we, just so you know, Tyler, we still live. You keep talking about no, we good. Yeah, we good. No, we good. This is the best part. I know, right?
Tell Mr. Beslow and you've been studying the Civil War. What's that about?
You want to talk about the Civil War when we get back on air? Tyler, man, so... Nah, we good. I don't... Yes, what you want? What you want to do? You want a snack? Uh-oh.
Okay.
No. We're going to do that after the show.
You don't have too much longer. You'll get it.
Yeah, we blowing by.
How much time more?
How much time more? How much time can I have of your time? So, I only have like 20 minutes left. That's not a lot.
No.
30 minutes went by like fast.
And
we didn't even really kind of touch on what we need to touch on, but we touched on a lot. Your cousin Dana said, great job. Miss Lachelle said, great job. So Miss Lachelle's son got a scholarship to the Kansas Jayhawks.
Oh, wow.
Right. Ethan. He played on my football, on the football teams I coach. Yeah, Ethan does.
Since we have a break, let me show you something.
Go ahead. You want to show me something? All right, Tyler want to show me something, y'all. We're on the break.
So when do you starting?
A couple more minutes. Yeah, we good. She'll let me know. What you looking for, Tyler?
Thank you to the realistic free-to-play online game War Thunder for sponsoring this Simple History episode.
Okay.
Applied by the German Army to their
Oh,
armored fighting
those
vehicles
are,
from
he
World War
watches
II.
History Channel.
Okay.
Paste was
So when
applied
he
to the
does
surface of
get on the
tanks
phone,
and
a
other
lot of
armored
times
fighting
he's
vehicles
studying.
to stop magnetic anti-tank
We're
mines from sticking to them.
gonna talk about that when we get out.
Fully anti-magnetic, the thickness of the paste and its applied pattern would reduce the
Oh, y'all got to
magnet's
excuse me for a
ability
minute.
to
This
stick
is
to them.
Tyler. This is Tyler's time. I'm dealing with Tyler.
40%
We're gonna be right back in a
Okay,
second.
Tyler. You gotta go back.
No, he good. He good,
15%
man.
pigment, 10% zinc sulfide, and 10% sawdust.
Okay.
The idea came about after the German development of the Panzerknacker, an anti-tank charge that was placed
I'm learning something from you.
directly by a soldier. The
All right, we're coming back up.
German
Let's get back. Right back.
paste that would
FM and worldwide. Worldwide. WOLDCnews.com.
We're almost done. Should I go? You don't like this song? It's alright. That's my jam, son. You don't like it? It don't make you bounce a
I
little
don't
bit?
think he heard this one before.
Makes sense, right? You can be what you want to be if you work hard at it. Alright, thank you for listening to the Archie Beslow radio show. Let's figure it out. I'm blessed and honored to be in my studio, or have in my studio, this dynamic young man, Mr. Tyler Stallings. Mom, you still on the air?
I am. I just want to again to thank him again for what he done, and God is blessing him truly.
Thank
And
you.
Continue on doing what he's doing, because a lot of other kids 6 years old and older need to really listen and follow his footsteps. It's a truly blessing. And Mom, you're doing a beautiful job. God is working through both of you, just like my son, and I thank God for him as well. Yes, I am.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Ma. Ma, you gone? All right, Ma's gone. That's Mama Regina. That's my mom. And my mom used to tear me up. We'll talk about it offline.
What do you mean?
What I mean, Tyler, we gonna talk about it later, man. Nah,
Okay,
so
remember in your later talking.
I know we got a lot to talk about later, right? Right.
Yeah, I know that. And then stuff there's snaps on top of that.
We ain't getting no snacks. We just playing. That's a joke. I'm playing. So Tyler, when Tyler came in the studio, like any other young man, Tyler was like, "Can you tell me what a snack machine is?" You want to go now? You want me to stop what we're doing in the air and go to the snack machine? Money background saying no.
No.
So let's get back on. So
Of course not.
of course not. Okay, Tyler. That's okay. You got it. Yes, sir. You got it. So during a break, Tyler. So Tyler, what do you do with when you're on a cell phone? What do you normally do while you're on a cell phone?
Well, sometimes I might go to a little army game and just play it, but usually I like to go on YouTube and find out more about things like World War II, the Korean War, that kind of stuff.
So you utilize your phone to learn stuff instead of
Right.
just playing on the phone, right?
Like my uncle, no, I only do that sometimes, even though I have a lot of games on there.
Mm-hmm.
I only play 1 or 2 in one, and I only spend maybe about 20 minutes on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually go back to what I'm doing, like eating a sandwich,
Okay.
my sandwich or whatever I'm doing, because
What kind of sandwiches? What's your favorite sandwich? Chick-fil-A?
yes,
Okay, I like the chicken minis myself.
chicken minis.
Yeah, and they from Chick-fil-A, the rolls, the bread, the little small thingies.
Oh, no, I don't get
You
those.
don't get that. They're good.
You have to try
It's
the
more for me.
sandwich. They're good with the Chick-fil-A sauce.
The sandwich, the sauce. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna go get. Well, I can't get it today.
Chick-fil-A
They
sauce.
close on Sundays. We can't get it today. How you gonna get me? You gonna get my mouth all watering, ready to go to Chick-fil-A? Man, they closed. Did you know they was closed on Sunday?
Yeah, I know that.
That's
I
why
didn't know it was
we
Sunday.
talking about.
I didn't know it was Sunday.
Come on, man. Anyway, you got me all ready to get a sandwich. I can't even get a sandwich. Again, the number is 800-450-7876. 800-450-7876. This is the Archie Beslow Show. Let's figure it out with my man, Mr. Tyler Stallings, in the building. So, Tyler, I just lost my train of thought. Tyler, mom, she is like, Tyler, can you please sit up?
I'm trying to get
Ty's like, I am 6 years old. What I tell you in my previous shows, don't y'all get it twisted. Kids are smarter than what you think. Tyler knows that he's 6 and he know he can get away when he want to. Tyler can be a young adult when he wants to, and he can be a 6-year-old when he wants to. So he turns it off and on. So Tyler, do you feel like you're 6 years old? How old do you feel? How old do you feel? How old do I look? Take your time. Take your time. How would I look? 35. How do I look? I know what you're doing. It don't take that long.
36.
I look, there you go. Tyler sounds like I'm 36. That's my man. Hey, don't you ever forget that. I am 36. So have you ever thought about sports, playing sports and participating in sports?
Well,
I
play it every now and then.
What sport do you like? What do you like?
I like basketball. I do like soccer.
Okay. Who's your favorite basketball player?
I don't know it.
You don't know? Do you have one?
Baseball I like, but I'm still working on that, so I usually play soccer and other things.
Okay. Well, who's
baseball?
your
grief.
Okay.
That thing is hard. Like when
you talking about on the game? You talking about on Xbox? Or what you talking about? Or you talking about just in general?
Just in general when I
okay.
play. I swing
The T-ball? You doing T-ball?
No.
Oh, baseball. Oh, you playing? You just
baseball.
Baseball. Okay.
Like when I hit it,
mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I try to swing, but it doesn't hit the ball.
Because your eyes be closed, or you just what? Which one is it?
It's just I don't have it in the right position, and I don't swing in the right time.
So Can I brag about myself a little bit?
Maybe.
See, I told you, Tyler play too much. So Tyler, I play softball, and I'm kind of okay with it, and I love hitting home runs. So a little tip is, I always watch the ball the whole time, from the time it leaves the pitcher hands till it get to the point where I can hit it, and I always try to crush it. So maybe that's what you need to do. You need to start watching the ball as soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand and follow it all the way to your bat, and then just crush it. Make sense?
A lot of times I try to do that, it's just not in the right position.
I think you're closing your eyes. I think you're thinking about saving homeless people. You thinking about the veterans, because your mind is always about helping people. Your mind ain't thinking about hitting no ball. You just want to help people and save the world, which I commend you for. Who's your favorite sports team? Do you have a team that you like?
Orioles.
Any sport? You like the Orioles?
Yeah. But
okay.
I only watch them on TV. I only been in Bay Sox.
Bay Sox?
So those games went pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I like Bay Sox games, because those guys they're trying their best to make it to the big leagues. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I love it.
Oh yeah, and like the Orioles, they're under the Orioles.
Yeah, right. That's like the Orioles farm team. All right, for my listeners,
farm team.
Give me 800-450. I'm having a good time here with Tyler. I'm losing all radio protocols. This is my man. I can talk to y'all anytime. I'm in this zone with my man.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, give Tyler a call. 800-450-7876. 800-450-7876. This is the Archie Beslow Show. Let's figure it out. In studio with Mr. Tyler Stallings. So, Tyler, if you had the opportunity to change the world, what would you do to change the world?
Make things better and put bad people in jail.
Oh, okay. So, what would you do to make things better? Let me come back with that question.
I would like to make people not do bad things.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
And
yeah.
the bad guys. So the bad guys, we don't. I mean, I know we should punish people, but don't you think we should also try to help like everybody, whether they're bad or good?
Well,
you believe in that?
No, because if they're doing something bad, why should you help somebody bad? I don't understand that.
So this is another point of the show when I say, how old are you? You what? How old are you? 6?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, get your fingers right. And once again, Tyler just had another drop the mic moment with Mr. Tyler Stallings. Tyler said, if you're bad, you should be treated like you're bad. Tyler, you just ain't got no cut cards, huh? If they bad, they bad.
That's you.
Huh? That's what? That's good, bad, no, maybe.
Yeah.
But ask Coach Archie a question. Ask me a question. Because I think you're smarter than me. I'm not having it. You're not going to come on my show.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's your favorite joke?
No, you can talk on the mic.
What's your favorite joke?
What's my favorite joke? Tyler, hey, wait a minute. Hey, Tyler, see, I ain't want to let it out yet. This is some breaking news. Breaking news. World premiere. You know my stage name? Because I do aspire to be a comic.
What?
My stage name is going to be Tank Top.
What's that gone?
There you go. You're doing too much, Tyler. I ain't letting that out yet. So it's funny that you asked it. I am aspiring to be a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my favorite jokes is knock knock. You want to do it? Knock knock.
Who is it?
Archie.
I do.
The person that's doing the interview, man. Who do you think it is? That wasn't funny? See that? Well, you play too much. Anyway, Tyler.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mr. D.
Mr. D who?
Creaky.
No. So are you homeschooled?
Yes.
What do you like about being homeschooled? Because there are a lot of kids that need to be homeschooled. A lot of kids do. What do you like about it?
I can eat my lunch anytime I want.
Tyler said that he can eat his lunch anytime he wants.
I like that because I always get hungry. And like at school, I know that I can't do that because I used to be in that school. And plus, I didn't like the experience there anyhow.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that on the next show. We ain't gonna touch that right now. We're gonna touch that on the next show.
What do you like about what you're learning?
So what do you like about what you're learning in being homeschooled?
Well, for some reason I don't like math, and I still do it. But I like science, and I like language arts.
Language arts. Okay, cool.
And art.
We can. Yeah, we can. You like language arts?
Yes.
I always gotta give a shout out to my dynamite, dynamic, super fantastical engineer sister, Nikki. Nick, I always gotta give her a shout out. Nikki be keeping me on point. Tyler is tapping me on my phone. Tyler, what you want to do? The clock? Tyler, we got a couple more minutes left in the show, man. High five. You ain't
I want to talk about
the snack machine is broke. How about that? That's a joke. Tyler, he's about to jump out the chair and turn around his cape. What you want to talk? You want to talk about what's out?
Tell me what you're working on.
Yeah,
So I'm working on a new book.
Okay.
It's Tyler's Spanish, and it's a coloring book where you can learn Spanish in simple words like coche, or if it's for you, it's Carlo, whatever one that you know. And we just want to, like that's car, and then we have like bus, autobus, pants, pantalones,
So can we take like one more break? Is that okay with you?
Well, how much more time?
No, we're gonna take a little break. Then we're gonna probably have like 5 minutes out there. Is it okay? Can I take a break?
Well, yes.
I appreciate you, Tyler. Thank you. This is not the Tyler Stop. This is a Coach Archie show.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you, Tyler, for giving me permission. I'm about to say it, man, because you know what I mean. I have a Superman cape too. We'll talk about that. Thank you for listening to WO 95.9 FM, 1450 AM, WODCnews.com. Information is power. This is the Archie Beslow Radio Show. Let's figure it out. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Question number 2.
Wait, you're gonna have to finish it up.
Okay.
Yeah, we still kicking it. Tyler, you're doing a fantabulous job.
He likes to eat.
Huh?
Can I have a snack? That's what he does when he studies. I'm like, Tyler, you just ate something.
Right.
But I'm hungry now.
So Tyler, what's this one? Oh, that's the
A public service message from the American Pharmacists Association.
You like Starbucks?
This video is sponsored by
Not really.
Fire and Smalls.
Uncle Michael always got me a thing, a donut there, but I don't eat it.
You don't eat the, you don't eat the donuts at Starbucks? I just had Starbucks. I had a Frappuccino. It was pretty good too. I enjoyed it. So when we come back on air, what you want to talk about? Close it out.
It's almost over, so focus. Turn it off because people can hear it.
Yeah, it's like the world is listening to it.
Give me the phone. So they can finish.
Okay, let me turn it down.
I love it.
Well, they getting ready to come back on.
Smells good.
Well, look who came out of his man cave.
Just checking on you.
Are you having fun? Is this cool?
This is fast. Gonna be a while.
How's it, man? It's cool.
So Mom, we finish up now.
He will when
We'll
it's
go
time.
out to
Calm yourself down.
right.
2 out of 3
Tyler,
people die of
man.
Tyler, you explain. So the book is a bilingual coloring book. So if you're learning English, you can use it, or if you're trying to teach your children beginning words in Spanish.
Okay.
Why should you volunteer?
You have to stay in here.
We almost done.
So that's what
I know,
he's been working on.
Okay.
But he's been learning through his project. His words, his vocabulary words.
It's around the corner. You can't see it from here. It's around the corner.
Wait, Tyler.
We're
Now focus.
about to end it.
Come on, focus.
News Talk 1450 AM
and 95.9 countdown.
All right, we're back. The Archie Beslow radio show. Let's figure it out with my main man, Mr. Tyler Stallings. Mr. Tyler Stallings is a philanthropist, an author, actor, model, entrepreneur, superhero, super smart, super cool. What else you super? You super what? That's about it. That's about it. That wasn't enough. Do kids even watch cartoons anymore?
I do every now and then.
What cartoons you watch?
Rat-a-tat, which is only a YouTube mine.
What about Fred Flintstone?
Huh?
Fred Flintstone.
What was that?
The Jetsons. You know the Jetsons? Well, Fed Albert.
What?
Man, we gotta talk, man. I'm gonna have my people call your people so we can swap cartoons. What about SpongeBob?
I know about that one.
But the other ones was what you trying to say, man?
You have to watch Rat-a-tat. They're really funny.
Rat-a-tat.
I'll show you what it is after.
I need to see it.
It's really funny.
You said that about that knock joke you had that wasn't all that funny. Exactly.
If I had my joke book with me.
No, we're not going off of joke books. That's supposed to come from within. You got another joke? You got another joke for me?
Why Tilly Billy threw the clock out of the window?
What happened? Why did who do what?
Why did Tilly Billy throw the clock out of the window?
Why did he throw the clock out the window? Because it's to see time fly?
Yeah. I don't. Let you cheat.
What? Man, boy, you a man of many talents. Just don't do stand up.
What do you mean stand up?
Stand up? No, stand up is when you're talking to Mike and you're doing jokes, comedians, you kind of... I'm mad that you don't know about the Flintstones and the Jetsons. That's kind of... I'm a little mad about that. That was my favorite show. What's your favorite cereal?
Plain with milk.
Nah, what cereal do you like? You like cereal?
Yes.
Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast and Crunch.
She doesn't.
None of that?
He doesn't.
Mine ain't having that? Mine ain't having that? Mom got you on a keto diet? You doing keto? What you doing?
She never lets me have any.
Because Mom's on point. You're going to think of it one day. He said,
plain.
Mom don't let me have no sugar. Well, a lot of us adults shouldn't have no sugar. I need to stop drinking sodas and sugar. I need to stop all that. Do you like water?
Yeah, I drink it. We have this little thing which comes from real lime and lemon.
Okay.
And we put some of that in our drink and it makes it a little flavory.
Okay. So let's get back. I'm gonna get back on this because I didn't want to end the show without knowing what are some of the things a veteran or maybe a homeless person said to you that you remember?
That they really appreciated it.
That they really appreciate it?
Yep.
Right. And what about the homeless people? They say the same?
Yes.
Okay. So do you talk to homeless kids, or is it just sometimes they're adults?
Usually it's the adults because we never have seen any homeless kids. Not that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you tell a kid? What would be some of the what would be a tip to tell our kids on how to study? How do you study?
Well, you
take your time.
Take a value and follow what the adult says.
Give me a high five. Tyler, you just get it. And I do want to thank Mom and Dad because and your mom is in the background and she's just kind of just chilling, which is phenomenal in itself that she's allowing a 6-year-old to create himself. And I talk about this on my shows, Tyler, a lot. A lot of adults try to create their kids and they don't get it. They're stunting their kids' growth and they're stopping their kids from being open to growing and figuring out where they want to go in their life, where a lot of parents are actually dictating where the kids should go. And just from talking to your mom and listening to you, I see that your mom is allowing you, your family is allowing you to have a lot of input in what you do. How do you feel about your parents?
Huh?
How do you feel about your parents? You say, I love my parents. You love your parents?
Yes.
I love mine too. Love my mom. I tell my mom and dad all the time I love them. That's pretty good. You have a best friend? Like who? Why you keep whispering? What? Okay. Excuse me, listeners. Tyler pulled me down. I'm with you right in a second. What happened? How old are they? How old are my parents? Hey, Mom, Tyler just asked me, how old are my parents? Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Boy, you crazy. You just trying to get me out. Now, my mom is a higher number than my number. What? Guess how old am I? Oh, we already said I'm 36. Ask me a question other than
38.
See how you do that? See how you see that? And you want a snack after the show, but you just gave me 2 more years. That's just that. I don't think that's appropriate at this point in time doing the show. You're supposed to be nice to close the show out.
No.
Huh? So what's next for Mr. Tyler Stallings? What's next?
Okay. So you know what's funny about my Uncle Michael?
What's next? He said, "What's next?"
I don't know
Your
what
book?
you mean.
You don't know what I mean?
What's
No. What are you gonna do?
next for you?
What's your next project? Are you doing any TV shows? Are you going to see the homeless? Are you going to see the veterans?
Yeah.
Are you going to the snack machine? What you doing next? No,
Okay. Well,
Oh, that
for
got
a different day.
That got your attention.
I want to publish my book
Okay.
for the next few things we need to do for it. Then I want to make a delivery to McVet.
Oh, awesome. The McVet, from what your mom told me, is where the veterans are.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you kind of just take care of those guys like on a regular basis, right?
Right. We make deliveries when we raise money or either we get a donation.
Okay. So Tyler is 6, and they're raising money and getting donations at the age
Right.
of 6. And you love what you do, right?
Yes.
All right. How do you feel about the Archie Beslow show? How do you feel about my show? Take your time.
I like your show and it's very phenomenal.
Man, I knew it was something. Thank you. Appreciate that. I wasn't going to cry. I do cry. High five. All right. Yeah, Tyler Stallings said that my show was good and it was phenomenal. Yeah, I know an adult ain't never told me there are no adults that have told me that my show was phenomenal, Tyler.
You have to be joking.
Yeah, I wish I was joking. I'm not. Really. So how do you feel? So what should you tell my listeners how you feel about me, Tyler?
Well,
Yeah, talking to Mike. This is very important to me. Talking to Mike.
I like you.
Yeah.
And you have a good personality.
Good gracious, this kid is 6 years old. Tyler, well, wow. I want to thank you.
And thank you for letting me be on the show.
Man, you just said thanks to me more than the people I know in my life in 1 hour. But I want to commend you because you do understand the meaning and value of saying thank you. You do know the meaning and the value of helping others.
Right.
And you do know the meaning and the value of being respectful to your parents and everybody that you come in contact with. And there are not a lot of people that are doing that, whether it be kids or adults.
And I mean, even though veterans become my friends sometimes, I usually don't do that to become friends with them. I just want to do it to help them out.
Tyler, I was about to slap myself because the stuff that you're saying is crazy, man. And you're 6, Tyler.
What do you mean slap?
Tyler, I was about to fight myself, Tyler. I was about to be in this joint like this. I was about to knock myself out, man. Because you throwing punches, man, that'll throw me. You're saying things at the age of 6. Tyler said he's not helping the veterans to be their friends. Come on, man. Adults don't even think like that, Tyler.
Yeah, I know.
Woo, boy. Okay, so this is how we're going to close it. Should I close it with a quote, Tyler? Should I do some like very inspirational, or should I sing a song, or should we sing a song, or do you want to close it out? So let's do this. Tell the people something positive before I end the show.
Tell them a message that's positive.
You're talking to Mike.
You did in the Veterans Court.
There you go.
God always has something for you.
Repeat that.
God always has something for you.
Tyler Stallings, 6-year-old, said God always have something for you. I'm gonna leave y'all with this, because this has probably been one of my best shows. I know y'all probably, you say that all the time, Archie. Nah, I love the kids, man. I know what our youth have to offer. I made it, this show was kind of fun and kind of jokingly, whatever, but at the end of the day, the seriousness about this show was that we have to capture our young people while they're in the learning mode and the receiving mode. We cannot give them 75% of our time. If you have a young man or a young lady in your life, you have to give them the majority of your time, the majority of your knowledge, the majority of your love. We have to do this. We have to pull kids in that we know that are getting away from us. We have to have daily dialogue. I can't say this enough. The fact of the matter, it does take a village. It does. But sometimes if you don't have a village, it takes you and God to make sure that this young man and this young lady is doing well. I'll be back next week on this show. Tyler, I can't thank you enough. I want to thank his mom for doing such a phenomenal job, and Dad for doing such a phenomenal, even this whole entire family, everybody that supports you, Tyler, man. I want to personally thank them, because without them, I wouldn't have this opportunity to be with you.
And thank you.
All right. Well, that's about my time. Thank you for listening to the Archie Beslow Show. Let's figure it out on 95.9 FM, 1450 AM, WODCnews.com. Information is power. Each and every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'll be here, y'all. Spreading that word. Tell a family member, tell a friend. The Archie Beslow Show, you got to listen in. Love y'all. God bless you. See you next week.
Yeah, I try my best to keep out as possible.
Oh, there you want to
My
dance.
friend one time was in the car and he got to the stoplight and he had the music on and he started doing this.